Hey guys, so we're going to just do a quick little review here about negative exponents. So this was how we began our lesson, where as our power decreased, we were dividing by the base of 2 in our example. So when we got into negative exponents, like 2 to the negative first here in green, it meant that I took 1 and divided it by 2, or made this now into a fractional amount, which is really small. Now, 2 to the negative second power is written as 1 over 2 squared, positive power now, meaning that I also divide by another 2, which now makes me 1/4. And then I divide by another 2 to get me to 1/8 for 2 to the negative third power. So the key about negative exponents, guys, is that we don't like them written as negative exponents. We rewrite them as fractions so that we can actually work with our rules of exponents. So we're going to do a couple of examples together. So example 1 is x to the negative 6th. So because this guy is a negative power, we cannot leave it like this. It means that we need to rewrite it as 1 over x to the positive 6th power. And that's literally all we have to do. All right, so example 2, though, is being multiplied. So a couple of things that you can do here to make this process easier is you know what 3 times 2 is, getting you started. When we multiply 3 times 2, we get 6. And right now we have 4 x's from the first piece here. And in the second piece, we have x to the negative 10th power. Now, again, guys, we don't like negative powers. So because it's a negative power, we're going to rewrite it as 1 over x to the positive 10th power. So the easiest way to think of this is I now have 10 x's on the bottom of my answer. So here's the question. Am I top heavy by these x's or am I bottom heavy by these x's? And when you take a look at them, and it looks like we are bottom heavy by 6 more x's than in the top. So we would say that our final answer here would be a 6 on the top, and on the bottom, we are bottom heavy by 6 x's. So x to the 6th power will be in your bottom answer. So this is an acceptable final answer, as well as that guy. All right, 2 more to go, guys, and then we're going to practice on your own. So taking a look at example 3, the first thing that draws my attention is that I see a b to the negative 3rd power, which we don't like, so we're going to rewrite it. And we'll normally write that as 1 over b to the 3rd. Or, guys, you can just think of it as moving it to the bottom to make that power now positive. So now we're going to talk about collectively, how many things do we have? So down on the bottom, we've got a lot of b's, and then we also have a's in the top and a's in the bottom. So we need to start talking about top heavy, bottom heavy, and by how many. Since I have a's both on top and bottom, I'm going to talk about who's heavier. Am I top heavy or am I bottom heavy, and by how many more a's? So it does look like we are top heavy by a's. And it looks like we're top heavy by 7 A's than in the bottom, because you only had 5 A's in the bottom. So you're definitely top heavy here by 7 of those A's. So we write that as a to the 7th. And then let's talk about the B's on the bottom of our fraction. So since our B's are all together in the bottom, all we have to do is now write this with the same base of B. But what is the new power on the b? How many of them are there? And I'm hoping you guys will tell me b to the 8th power, because 5 and 3 make 8. All right, last one for our power rules here to see what's going on. And this last guy is a little bit different because it has a parenthesis to a power. So right from the get-go, this power on the outside takes precedence. A power of 3 means take me times myself 3 different times. So you'll notice that I'm writing everything in the parenthesis 3 times and multiplying it by itself. All right, now here's the kicker though. When I write it like that, I notice that I have 3 different c's to a power of -5. Since I'm already in the bottom of my fraction, to make these now a positive exponent, we got to kick them to the top. So now all we have is 2 times 2 times 2, and then we have 3 c's that have the power of 5. So guys, literally do the math here. 2 times 2 is 4. 4 times 2 is 8, leaving our expression. And now we need to think of how many c's are in our alignment. So we're going to keep that base of c. And now we're going to collect how many c's are there, or what is the new exponent on c. How many together are sitting there? So 5, 5, and 5 make 15 c's chilling like a villain. And that is our final answer. All right, so now it's your turn to practice with these negative exponents and get ready. So good luck and enjoy completing your riddle.